Cashus and Lennix. This is Grandma and Grandpa. We wish we could be there for your birthday, but we can't. So happy birthday. Here's our present.
This is Flat Scary's show and tell happy birthday story. And so the story of Flat Cashus and Flat Lennix begins. Once upon a time there was two very smart boys, and their names were Cashus and Lennix. One day Lennix found Cashus lying on his bed completely flat. Lennix quickly called for his mom and dad to come see what Cashus had done. Mr. and Mrs. Scary hurried to see what all the commotion was about. "Heavens," said Mrs. Scary. "Gosh," said Mr. Scary, "Cashus is flat." Mr. and Mrs. Scary were so scared. "Oh no," said Mrs. Scary, "who will look after Lennix now that Cashus is flat?" Mrs. Scary and Mr. Scary were so worried about Cashus, and they were worried about Lennix too. They decided to sit down and have a cup of coffee and think things through. Meanwhile, what was Lennix up to? Lennix quickly got a bunch of information off the internet on how to unflatten your brother. He took it to his room, and him and Cashus got to work reading and researching. Cashus said, "Lennix, I got it. Quick, find a bike tire pump and we will fill me with air." "Okay, Cashus, now where do you want me to stick it?" Well, that didn't work. Meanwhile, Mr. and Mrs. Scary called an emergency Britain town meeting, and the whole town showed up. Cashus was so worried, how would he ever become a real boy again? Even Grandpa Cox couldn't figure out how to unflatten Cashus. Lennix tried everything to make his brother happy again. Lennix took Cashus flying. It seemed like everyone had great ideas in Britain how to help Cashus smile. Uncle Chris took Cashus and Lennix for a sled ride. Then Lennix came up with a great idea. Maybe if he could just get Cashus to Grandma Crystal's. She always knows how to fix everything. Lennix came running down the stairs and said, "Grandma and Grandpa Cox are on the phone, and they say they know how to unflatten Cashus." Mrs. Scary was so excited with the news from Grandpa and Grandma Cox's phone call, she called for a press conference to tell the town of Britain that they had found a cure for her son. One reporter asked, What is the cure for a flat boy?" Mrs. Scary said, "I am not at liberty to say, but I will tell you that my parents have purchased train tickets for both my boys and myself. We leave tonight, destination Happy Valley, Oregon. All aboard, and happy birthday from Grandpa and Grandma Cox. Can't wait to see you."
Love you guys. Happy birthday. See you soon.